Mr. Thanksgiving DJ Drama. And right now, you're in the mix with Moran Tha Man.
It's Atlanta's #1 hip-hop station, Hot 107.9. I'm Moran Tha Man, back in full effect. It's always a privilege and a pleasure. I just get to chop it up with these folks. I'm in the presence of somebody who done went viral 2 days ago.
Yeah.
He done went viral 2 days ago. And now he in the building with us, man. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to the world, man?
Yes, sir. It's your boy JaYy Wick, a.k.a. Mr. Pork Chop Sandwich, reporting live.
Absolutely, man. On a scale from 1 to 10, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, how you feeling, man?
Really, it's all tens, bro. I ain't got no complaints right now.
Mhm.
You know, God's handing out blessings, and I ain't trying to do nothing but stay humble and receive mine.
Absolutely, man. I
For
love
sure.
that for you, man.
For
So
sure.
you are from Cordel, Georgia.
Yes, sir.
And I actually know a little something about Cordell. You know, I done mess with females, you know, being in college. You know, I done mess with vibes for Cordell. I could be 1,000. It's definitely a place that is definitely, you got to be from the state of Georgia to really know what's happening in
Nah,
Cordell.
for sure.
So talk to us really about your upbringing, because even for the world, I think this is just like a new introduction, period, as
Nah,
far
for
as like
sure,
where you're
for
from.
sure, yeah,
Talk to us about your upbringing.
So, like, originally I was born in Port St. Lucie, Florida.
Okay.
And long story short, was put in the adoption system. Got adopted whenever I was like 3. Moved to Georgia whenever I was like 5, 6. Adopted parents split whenever I was like 11. And from the time I was probably like, I can remember, like 7, 8, we moved to the east side of Cordell. And I was just, you know, one of the only, if not the only white kid in the whole neighborhood. And like, you know, it was just growing up in the mix and just being, you know, actually in the hood all the time. It was just kind of like, you know, shit rubbed off, you pick the shit up. And like, I tell people all the time, that this ain't like, people like, damn, you sound like you trying to. And I'm like, man, it's like, if you know, then you know. Like,
Yeah,
hell
for
yeah.
sure. And especially like growing up in Georgia, you know what I mean? I'm from the south side of Atlanta, but one thing I can say we got in common, we all knew that one gangster ass white boy. We all like growing up in Georgia, we all knew that one gangster ass white boy. You know what I'm saying? You just kicking it with everybody, you one of us. You know what I mean? For sure. How do you feel about that misconception? You know what I mean? Because I mean, I met you, I can't tell listening to me yesterday, everything about you is just authentic. How does like the misconception, like, does it annoy you? People thinking that you faking it? Like,
I mean, not really, because like I was always taught, like, just ain't no sense of feeding into that shit. Like a lot of that just be like bots and like just you know,
right.
shit that's just everybody looking for a reaction, man. So like I was just always taught that, you know, people gonna say whatever the hell they want to say. And so you got to let folks, you know, just kind of brush off your shoulder, man, because you let every little comment get to you, and you know, you'll be so focused on what folks are saying that you done forgot the whole mission. And like the mission is the most important part.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Big fact. So, you know, like growing up at Cordell, like I said, I never lived there, but I know something about it. Like I know from what I've been told from, you know, females and guys that I met throughout life, it ain't sweet.
Nah.
It's not sweet at all from what I've been told. Talk about some of like the ups and downs of growing up at Cordell from your perspective.
I mean, it's one thing I love about the country and like just small town shit in general. It's like you do got the opportunity to like really everybody knows everybody, and that's a good and a bad thing. But like, you know, in a small town, bro, it's just kind of like there's in a way there's that sense of community that like I feel like you don't necessarily get up here in the big city, but like definitely just as far as like absolutely like shaping, you know, who I was, man. That shit, home played a big part in.
Yeah, that's real. Do you see yourself like maybe, well, now let me ask in a different way. How do you plan to really give back to where you come from? Like, do you really see yourself maybe doing like festivals down there? Because obviously you got to do the homecoming show. Like that's obviously gonna happen. That's the obvious.
Y'all booked me, man.
Right.
Y'all booked me.
Yeah.
I feel like not only is it like what can you do on like, you know, the financial aspect or like, you know, actually giving back, but like the events and all that shit, hey, back to school job, we're gonna do all that shit. I'm that kind of person. But like I feel like it's more of like the opportunity that I could provide. Because I tell everywhere that I've been, bro, I tell people the main thing that I say about back home is there's so much talent that's overlooked. Whether it's rappers, it's folks that make beats, it's folks that do tattoos, it's folks that draw. It's so much talent down there. But just because, you know, be in the middle of nowhere, and like we Georgia, like you're known for Atlanta, and like the rest of it's just kind of Georgia. So you know,
real. No, unfortunately, that's true. There's a lot of gyms in the state that a lot of people don't know about. That's real.
So I feel like not only like what can you bring back physically, but like the opportunity and like the moment that you could really give somebody. I feel like that's a big part of the role that I'm supposed to play.
That's real. That's real. I mean, you talked about the moment. You definitely experiencing a moment right now going viral. And one thing, I was talking to Jay earlier. It's like one thing about you, you're really taking advantage of the moment. You
Nah,
know
for
what I
sure.
mean?
You got to. You got to.
Yeah, talk about that because you're really on point. Talk about why that's so important.
Well, so my manager, shout out Kim, how you doing?
Shout out to Kim.
She brought me around Boosie whenever I was probably like
Mhm.
21, something like that. And I had went viral. I had did a little cover remix of the Lil Baby Emotionally Scarred.
Okay.
Went viral. And she reached out to me. She took me around Boosie. Got in front of Boosie, and just the opportunity didn't go the way that I thought it would go.
Yeah.
And for the next 4 years, I was kicking myself in the rear end, like, bro, like this was your chance. And like you was just in front of Boosie, and now you back at your job. Like, how you feel, stupid?
Damn.
And so
That's real.
it's like God has gifted me a second chance. 'Cause like in them 4 years, like was broke, was homeless, was hungry, we was working jobs that we didn't want to work. There was times where we didn't have no job, and it's like we really stayed down. And the whole time, me and Burton talk about it all the time. It's like we was really sitting there, no money to our name, talking about, boy, we got this dream. We got this dream and shit. As long as I got this dream, man, here we was 4.5 years later, and like I said, God's finally giving me this opportunity. I feel like it would just be completely my fault if I let it slip by again. So it's like, nah, you got to take full advantage of the moment.
That's real. That's real. And like even with that situation with Boosie, we'll say you just learned. You learned what you needed to learn.
Nah,
you know
for
what
sure.
I mean? You learned what you needed to learn.
Yeah. I feel like everything, even whether it's a bump on the channel or whatever, like you got to know how to take stuff with a grain of salt and really like develop your character off of stuff that's happened.
Yeah, no, that's real. That's real. That's real. I'm curious, man, like, how did you get introduced to the mic, man? How did you get introduced to the booth?
So like whenever I was younger, bunch of stuff happened. I had a really rough childhood. So I was told to go to therapy. Started wigging out on a therapist. They was trying to put me on Adderall and all this and that and different type of antidepressants and then it basically got to the point where like I was just wigging out so much that they was like, yeah, we really can't do much else for him here.
Right.
And the therapist just kind of pulled my dad to the side one day and was just like, he needs to find a way to get his thoughts out. And like, he knew however he does it, it's on him. But like, he's got so many thoughts in his head that he's not processing rightly. So like, my pops talked about it, and like, I started out to just write down sentences or whatever I was thinking. Wouldn't be no rhymes or just sentences or stuff that would go through my mind, trying to get it out. And then it turned into like damn near poems, and then it'd go from like poems to a song without the beat. And then about the time I was probably like 14, 15. I started kind of like getting out a little bit, and it was like, shit, man. A couple of my homeboys went around with one of the purple little cheap, probably like $150 laptops and a pair of the damn wired earbuds. And we recording in the backseat of the
Making
car.
a whole bunch of heat too.
For sure. So it's like, yeah, this I tell people all the time, bro. It's not just like y'all see pork chop sandwich. Like y'all see the fruits of the labor that I put in for years. So yeah, it's way deeper than just this one viral moment. For sure.
Nah, I understand. I mean, yesterday when I was at your listening event, you talked about how, you was driving an hour and a half just to go to the studio.
For sure.
You doing all this extra stuff just to really like invest in yourself. Speak more on just the importance of just really betting on yourself because, like Cordel, like, are there any studios in Cordell?
Yeah, like I mean, a studio, no,
Yeah,
but like,
yeah.
what we would classify as a studio, yeah, you can record down
Right,
there.
you can figure it out.
Yeah,
you
for
can
sure,
figure it out,
for
for
sure.
sure.
Nah, for real. But it's man, bro, it took a lot, bro. It was I've got opportunity that I've been searching for my whole life.
Right.
Like I said, it's like damn near like you locked behind a wall down there, and it's just like you beating on the damn door like, hey, I got it, I can do it, and nobody's hearing, nobody's answering, and it's like you up here, you got all the resources, and it's like this is the resources that I used to pray for whenever I was really like, I just need somebody to hear this, and a couple years later, we right here.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Like you say, you was praying, talking about you needed somebody to hear this.
For sure.
And out of nowhere, the internet just gets blessed with this pork chop sandwich record. Now, I'm curious, because one thing, I done interviewed a lot of artists, and they all say, the one that blew up That's the one I ain't think was gonna blow up.
Nah, for sure.
Are you in that same class too?
No,
You in that
for
same?
sure.
All right.
Definitely. Like I tell people, bro, I make like I like to say that I make real like storytelling music, like real deep records, real like. Cause I told you why I started writing music. It started as therapy.
Yep.
And so like that's really what it was for me. And so like one of my buddies came to me and was like, bro, you got to stop making all these sad songs if you like. He's like, bro, you 25, bro. Like you 24 for me to be 25, and like you still investing a whole lot of your paycheck into doing music, bro. Like he's like, you got to figure out how to make this stuff work, bro. And he was like, just try something totally different.
Yeah.
So I did it. And I went to the studio by myself, just had it wrote, went in there, did it in like 2 takes, came out, and
That's how it always be.
I was like, yeah, this hard, bro. And the engineer was like, nah, bro, you got one.
Mm.
I was like, man, like, it's tough.
That's how it always
It's
be.
something different.
The one you did the least amount of work on.
For
Like
sure,
what?
for
That's
real,
how it
for
always
real.
be.
Yes,
Tough. Now I do find that interesting though, because you know the song, it really is like you're really taking us into your world.
Definitely.
Like this is what goes down in a country town in Georgia.
For sure.
We ride on dirt bikes, eat pork chop sandwiches,
sure.
hot sauce. Like this is what we do.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? They gotta feel good knowing that you're literally like introducing the world into
No,
something new.
definitely. I feel like one of the most important things is to being authentic.
Yes,
And
sir.
like I won't never say no names, but like my issue with white rappers.
I was gonna ask you that. 'Cause you said that to listen
Nah,
to me.
for real, man. My issue with a lot of white rappers is that just like it's just all tattoos and chains and a gimmick. And like that's where you get the comments like you culture vulture and you stealing all the damn history and everything. And it's like, bro, like this shit real. Like this is how I was brought up.
You come from it.
Like yeah, this is real. So like to be able to actually express that to the world and show, you know, on a real level, like yeah, this is really how we living down here. I feel it's a blessing.
Can we talk about the new records we ain't heard?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Because there's one record that you had, you know, the Tyler Hero. We're gonna talk about that one. But the one that I was really fucking with was that other one, right? That's what I was really fucking with. That was the one I like, hey, bro, like we might be.
Just say them the 2 favorites.
Yeah. At least for me, like my favorite
for
was
sure.
the other one.
For sure.
Talk to us about just your overall creative process, like what you need when you're in the booth, what you need when you're cooking up with your people. Talk to us about that. Take us into it.
So it's real different, like especially right now. It's like I'm trying to learn the actual industry side of it.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like I go to a bunch of studio sessions, and I'm used to recording in front of me, the engineer, maybe my girl and my kid, and you know a couple of the bros. I was just in a session with like 30 strangers in there, nothing wrote, and all eyes on me, like, all right, white boy, let's produce a song. And so like you know, it's definitely because I'm really used to like, hey, you find the beat, you know, you just got off work, got the kid laid down, I'm gonna roll me one, I'm gonna sit down,
Right.
I'm gonna find me a little beat, write a little music, and I'm gonna go to wake up, go to work in the morning.
Right.
And so for now, it'd be like, this is like all you have to do, bro, is do the music.
You have
It's
nothing to
crazy.
worry about.
No, for real. It's like, hey,
For real.
as long as you do what you wanted to do, you'll be all right. And no, it's just crazy, bro. I really feel like it's like almost like practice. It's like, hey, like you got to get in there and try this, because like you gonna be put in situations where like they want it on the fly.
Yep.
And it's like whenever we went out to see Empire and talk with JaYy, we was all sitting there, you know, was talking to business, and then he took good care of us with the food and everything. And before we could get too deep, he was like, let's not ruin it. Let's just go outside. Let's play some beats. Let's just kind of vibe. Next thing I know, everybody looking at me like, all right, bro, we ain't gonna start rapping. So like you gonna be put in them positions where it's like, hey, you got to perform. And then like how you perform determines your success and the outcome of this situation. So yeah, I feel like it's definitely a lot of learning going on.
Yeah, totally. Now that's real. I mean, shout out to JaYy too,
Nah, for
because
sure.
it's like, hey man,
For sure.
one day, Kendrick might walk in the studio. You know, like you never know, bro. Like,
I was
hey.
getting ready to leave, but let's do one.
Absolutely.
You got to be like that.
Yeah. What are some other advice that you done learn from JaYy? I know it's been a short period, but like, what are some other things that JaYy done taught you?
One thing that I really like about JaYy is JaYy's still really hands-on. And like, I don't know if you know this, but like, with JaYy being the man of everything that he has going on, he still interviews every single one of his employees.
Oh, wow.
So like, sits down, takes time out his day to, you know, do one, and like, imagine all the people he tells no. So like, that's 20, 30 minutes he ain't gonna get back. You know, 20, 30 minutes to JaYy probably a lot.
A lot. Yeah.
So for sure. So, and just even he tells me, he's like, yeah, this the studio. And I got my own little loft going up here. I'm putting me a little private studio because I still like to record and touch the records. And it's like, bro, you're still hands-on. You got all this going on and you're still hands-on.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's not only the work ethic, but the passion is crazy.
Yeah, man, that is exactly why Empire is living up to his name.
Not for sure, for sure.
Exactly. Talk to us about this Tyler Hero record. I love the analogies. I really, not for real, because, you know, like, artists, you know, we've seen artists make songs compare themselves to other basketball players.
For sure.
But this is new.
For sure.
This is different.
Yeah.
Tyler Hero. Not Michael Jordan.
Come on.
Not Kobe. Not Allen Iverson.
Come on.
Tyler, talk to us about this one.
I'm just a white boy shooting in the hood like Tyler Hero. This really, bro, I told you I like the intelligent records too. I like the bar work and what Millie said, the high level rap.
Yeah, shout out to Millie.
I like it. I love it. I feel like it's because rap music was like such a way to take feelings and the moment and mix it with, especially real lyricism, mix it with intelligence.
Yeah.
And like show like, hey, like you might think I'm just some rapper, but I put words together like you ain't never seen.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, it's like whenever I get beats like those, it's like, okay, let me really dissect this one. And, for sure, man, it was just one of them days. I had a long day at work, and I was like, man, let me just go home and write something. Hit the ground running.
Here we are, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It is, man. Well, hey, man, your stars are absolutely aligning. You know, congratulations to you on all your success. Again, I got to give a major shout out to my guy, Jay. Like, he hit me. I was like, bro, I done seen this on the internet already, so I just want to just put that out there. Like, you in some really good hands.
Nah,
like,
for
you got
sure,
some real
for
good
sure,
people
for
around
sure.
you.
Yes, sir.
And, yeah, man, like, I really want to continue to just see you, you know, win.
No, most
know what I
definitely.
mean?
I appreciate it, for sure.
Sort of like some overall goals. You got any dream collaborations? Like, anybody we can work with?
I say this to everyone that I've been going to, and you know, we've had small conversations, but I got to get one with that boy Lucci.
Yeah, I can hear
For
that.
sure, got to. That Atlanta, South Georgia collab would be crazy.
Yeah.
And shout out Millie's, man. I got one of them really intelligent records. I feel like diversity is really a big thing that sells nowadays. You got to be able to do a little bit of this, a little bit of this, and a whole lot of that.
That's real.
So, you know, the more ways we can hit it, the more bags we can pick up, that's what we're going to do.
Big facts, man. Big facts. Well, in closing, man, one thing I always love to do when my guests push up on me, man, just talk to the city, talk to that person that's just trying to get right, man. Just give some advice. You know, I already dropped a lot of gems, but just drop a little more on that person that's just trying to get right. I'm trying to do music. I'm just trying to figure it out. Talk to him, man.
Nah, for sure. Life's hard, bro. Life's really hard, and it's a lot of speed bumps. It's a lot of obstacles. It's a lot of the devil gonna try to pull you left and pull you right, bro. You got to stay tapped in, not only with yourself, but like with the Lord and with your mental state, and really, really observe what's going around. And what I tell any artist is that like it takes one song. It takes one song. I know it's a lot of I used to go through my files and have 50, 60, 70 songs. And just be like, damn, I gotta go to work tomorrow.
That's real.
And but
that's real. That's not supposed to be
for
funny.
real,
That's not
bro.
supposed to be funny.
For real though.
That's
It's like, bro, I'm doing all this. They like me, but not but see, you going to work though. But it takes one moment. It takes one post. It takes one reshare of your video. It takes one person putting it on their story. You'll be out of here. Your whole life. I tell people all the time. A week ago, I was staying in a single wide trailer. I just woke up in 2,800 square feet, 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath, fenced-in yard with 2-car garage, a 392 part outside. My last car was a 99 Civic that I owned in 2021. It happened overnight.
Yeah.
You just got to stay dedicated. You got to stay focused, and you got to keep God first.
Big bar, man. Well, Mr. Wick.
Yeah.
I ride with you, big dog. I ride with you. We definitely gonna be supporting your records. And again, congratulations to you signing the Empire, man. This is dope. I'm excited for you, man.
For sure, bro. I appreciate you for having us, man, for real.
Oh, gee, man. Please get the city social media. Let them know how to get in contact with you, big dog.
So I am JaYy Wick on all platforms and JaYy_Wick 229 on Instagram. Y'all get in with me. Let's go.
That's what's happening, man. It's Atlanta's #1 hip-hop station, Hot 107.9. I am Moran Tha Man. JaYy Wick is in the building. Shout out to Empire. Shout out to Cordel, Georgia. Hey, man. We up.
Yeah.